Good morning. Hello, are we live? I think we are. There's a little bit of a lag, but that is okay. I think we're live. If we are, hello everybody. Happy Monday. I hope you all have had a great weekend. Me and Joe were here on Saturday, wishing you all a happy weekend and a crafty win at that, because we showed you all how to make an awesome decorative towel. Well, today guys, we're gonna make this amazing resin tray. Now, I do have to say right off the bat, Tanner wanted to make this tray and I totally stole this project out from under him. I was like, I'm making this project, you are not, this one's mine. So I choose to make this today, so I can't wait to show you all about it. Real quick, I'm gonna ask Joe and make sure everything is looking okay. Is it just the video that's buffering, Joe?
I believe so. Comments are rolling in.
Comments are rolling in. Okay, let me check on my phone really quick.
I'm not sure.
I'll check on my phone. Our computer has been having a little bit of issues today with YouTube, so I'm just going to make sure that we are live and rolling and everything is going well. And of course, it pops up an ad for me. Like I don't see those enough. Let's see. Okay, look, we're live. Okay, so it looks great. Yeah, it looks great on the app.
Perfect.
So that is awesome. Joe, as long as comments are rolling in for you, you can just check the app every now and again and make sure it's okay. We will move past these little technical problems though, guys. But guys, good morning. Joseph, good morning.
Good morning.
How was your weekend? Well, I saw you on Saturday.
Right.
So how was your Saturday evening, Sunday?
It was fantastic. I was asleep by 7 p.m. on Sunday night.
7 p.m.
Getting caught up from that early Saturday morning.
Oh man, good for you, Joe. Good for you. Me and Joseph, if you can't tell, we're related. We love to go to sleep very, very early. We are early. I'm a morning person. I'm an early riser anyways. So going to sleep super early is like a superpower of mine.
2-minute drill, gone. 7 p.m.
2-minute drill, gone. I love Benadryl. Yes, 2-minute drill, gone. But guys, let me know where you're visiting from. Let me know what you had going on this weekend. Tanner and Courtney are in Palm Springs enjoying a wonderful craft summit over there. So me and Joe are here all this week for you guys, coming live around this time every day through the week. So you all can mark your calendars and set your reminders and get ready to get crafty with us today. But again, guys, I have to stress, while Tanner's gone, I'm going to pop up the 20% off for you guys. So Joseph, if you would like to drop that link in the comments, 20% off, and that is for the membership. And if you guys do not know what the membership is, if you are not already a member, we have a wonderful die cutting community called makersgonnalearn.com. You can head over there. Links in the description. Joseph's going to drop a link in the comments for you guys. It is 20% off this week, and that's just really like Tanner's gone. Let's just make it 20% off. Don't tell him about it. But it's awesome. We have over 800 digital cut files for you guys if you have a die cutting machine, and not just a Cricut Maker, but if you have a Cricut Explore Air or an Explore Air 2, if you have a Brother Scan-A-Cut or a Silhouette Cameo, you will adore this membership. Not only do we have cut files, but for yearly members, first off, yearly members do get the best bang for their buck. You get 3 months free when billed annually, but they also get over 80 fonts. I don't know where all of our font pages are, but we have over 80 fonts right now, and more are added every quarter for those yearly members. So we'll get more in April next month. So be looking out for that if you are a yearly member. You also get, if you're a yearly member, free commercial license and 3 awesome e-courses completely free of charge with that yearly membership. And those are for design space for working with your maker and how to build a business with your die cutting machine. So you guys will get a ton of value with that. And all the projects we make, guys, are insane. We have an awesome Facebook group over there, and it's just a wonderful little community. So if you don't know what that is, or if you have any questions, continue to ask those in the comments, and Joseph will be reading those off as well as he can, because there's a lot going on. Joseph's got a big job.
I'm doing my best.
Joseph's doing his best.
I'm learning. Awesome. We'll get there.
Yes. Do we have any comments thus far?
Everyone's just saying good morning. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Joseph. Hey.
Good morning, guys.
Tell us where they're from, all over the place.
We're all over the place. We usually get friends from all over the place, and we love that. And we get a lot of questions. Can I get a membership if I'm in the UK or if I'm in Canada? You absolutely can. We have crafty ladies and gentlemen from all across the world that enjoy our cut files. So, yeah. But anyways, guys, I cannot wait to jump into this project because I don't know how long ago I made this. It was at least a month or two ago, and I am in love with how it turned out. I'll get it off this little easel for you guys, but it's just a tray. It's a Better Homes and Gardens tray. From Walmart, it was like $12 or something. It was already finished with this pretty wood, and it is from, this file is from our sign collection, Always Stay Humble and Kind. I absolutely love it. Let me try and get this glare out. But if you can see in the glare, we actually added a coat of beautiful resin over it. And guys, I love resin, okay? I've been making a lot of glitter tumblers and things like that. So I would now consider myself, honest to goodness, a resin pro. So making this was a breeze, and it's very, very simple if you guys have never worked with resin. And the resin, it just like takes it up a notch. So this went from like a normal little vinyl project that you probably couldn't really use with the vinyl on there to a very usable project that has went up a bunch of notches in style and design when we added resin. Because now, guys, resin, you know, you can put food, drinks, whatever, you can actually serve on this and then wipe it away. It's, you know, unlike the vinyl just sitting there, it's super, super durable now, so that's great. But Joe, anything so far?
Paxton just says that she got some trays and she's so excited to see what you do with yours.
Oh my gosh, Paxton, yes. I cannot wait to show you guys this. And these actually also have like these little handles in there. So don't get turned off if you find some with handles and then you think that resin won't work in them. They totally will. Resin is a great material, and it really works well with you, and it's pretty forgiving. You know, the biggest thing in my resin journey has been not making too much to where I waste a lot of it, because resin is pretty expensive. It is not cheap, and especially with making my glitter tumblers and trying to get through that process and perfect that tutorial, I really had to nail down exactly how much resin you needed to use to not waste any, because I hate being wasteful, especially with craft products that are so expensive like resin. So today I'll be, I'm literally gonna eyeball the measurement for today, but for a tray like this, it does not need to be super thick. So even though it does have these little handles in it, it will look fantastic, you know, so you just need a little thin coat of resin. So it's super, super easy, but we're gonna head over to Design Space and I'm gonna show you all the awesome collection that we're going to use today. It is from the sign collection, so I'll show you guys some sneak peeks of that as well. So over on the second camera, Joe, whenever you can, here we are. And of course we have this, we got to exit out the project from yesterday, and now we're just going to go to upload and browse files, and we're looking for our sign collection. So let's go to sign, and here we go. We're going to look on the SVGs. And these are named pretty clear, so even though you can't see a bunch of them, let's go over to the PNG so you can see a couple of them. But we have some Fall Sweet Fall, Your Love Grows Here. We have a bunch of cool little cut files here. And I don't know why it's not previewing all of them, but we're going to go to the SVGs and look up Humble and Kind is what it should be named under. And here, 26 Humble and Kind. So we're just going to get that, and it's going to have us name it. So we're just going to name it, I'm just going to name it Humble for the sake of time. I usually like to name it, honestly, like the whole quote that it says. It's just easier for me to remember it. But for the sake of this, we're just going to make it easy and just name it Humble. But here it is. And of course, you guys know the most important thing to do is to size your project, because you do not want to make it too big or too small for what you're working with. So I just, you know, raised up the camera so you can see it more. We've got our little measuring tape that we love so much from Cricut here. And we're just going to measure this bad boy and make sure that we size this correctly. So it's 15 inside. It's 15 by 11. So I'm probably just going to make it like 14 by 10. 14 by 10. That looks pretty good. 14 by 10. Looks like a very safe number. So we're going to put this back in so you guys can see our iPad better, and we're just going to make sure that we remember those, and we're going to go over here to actions, and I'm sorry, edit, yes, and a width of 14 and a height well, it's 9.6. Okay, so that fits great. That fits fine. So did I say 14 or 13, Joe? Did I say 13 or 14?
I think 14.
Now I'll have to measure it again.
Pretty sure it's 15,
watch me.
I'm pretty sure it's
see what I
15 by
do.
11. So
see what I do. I make silly mistakes, and I have to
measure
remeasure.
twice, cut once.
Exactly,
that
Joe.
applies here too.
Okay, yeah, so it's 15 and I'm going to do it 14. I don't know. I'm going to do 13 and a half just because I don't want it to be too huge and I think it'll still look good. So let's do 13.5. And that just takes it down like 0.1 on the height there. So that is something that we can definitely sacrifice. So I'm just going to make it, and it's letting us know that we need our larger mat, and we already have that. So just say okay there. And this is not iron on, so no need to mirror that. So we're just going to hit continue. And I've already got this vinyl loaded onto our mat here. This is our 12 by 24 mat. And guys, I'm loving this vinyl color. This color is a Pebble, and it's not white, but it's not quite a cream. I don't know what color it is, guys. Well, it's called Pebble, but it's a really, really pretty color. Let me get up close so you guys can see this if it'll...
Oh, yeah.
Is that in there, boy?
Oh, yeah, you can see it.
Right,
good.
looky there, Joe. It's in there. But Pebble, it's a really pretty color from Cricut if you are looking for some more kind of neutral-ish colors that look good with like the farmhouse vibe. So we're going to select iron on. And I'm just going to leave default pressure. I mean, we do have a pretty new blade installed here. So I'm just going to leave it default probably for just like another week or two because I don't want to, you know, jump the gun there and then start having some mistakes with their projects because I did not turn more pressure on. But now we're just going to head over to our mat and load it in and then load it into Cricut. So we already have loaded on our awesome vinyl onto our mat, thank goodness, because that would have taken me a while on camera. So here it is, and we just did it, I did it down to the like 15-inch mark just to give me some extra, so that's totally fine. So we're just going to load this bad boy in, this big old mat. Joseph, do we have any questions so far?
Gina wants to know, how often do you change your maker blade?
That is a great question. Well, we actually have 2 awesome videos coming out very soon that Tanner has made, and they are when to change your blade and like the signs that you know you need to change your blade. So like when and then how. So we have a when video that shows you a bunch of awesome signs and tips to like make note of that are like, okay, well now it's time to change my blade, so I probably need to do that. And then how to change your blade, because some people are a little confused about how you can change these. Some people think you have to replace this entire housing and everything like that, but that is not the case. But really, guys, a rule of thumb is to change your blade about every 2 months. Of course, it depends on how you craft and how much you use your blade and what you're cutting. But, excuse me, for the rule of thumb, 2 months is about where you need to go. So I am going to turn fast mode on. I'm not the biggest ambassador for fast mode, but Tanner loves it, and for this project I think it will be fine. So turning fast mode on, pressing that flashing Cricut button, letting her cut. So as she's cutting, again guys, 20% off the membership is Joseph can drop that link whenever he can, and it's also the first link in the description below. And it's awesome, guys. And if you're a monthly or a 6 monthly and you want to upgrade, feel free to do that as well. And you will get grandfathered in with this 20% off if you do upgrade or if you get a membership, period. But if you do want to do that, go ahead and email us at the Contact Us page on your dashboard, or you can email us at hi at makersgonnalearn.com. That's great too. So I'm going to show you guys how to get that link though. So Joseph, if we can switch camera angles, I will show you guys how to get that. So here we are on YouTube. Let me go to my channel here and find us. Here we are, guys. So I hope that the sound is not on. It is muted, yay. Okay, so Joseph, or Tanner, you know how we do. Tanner just dropped this link, but if you want to do it this way, you can see here, it doesn't look like there's anything in the description. Well, to get to the description, you have to press this little arrow right here, and it pops up the description for us. So here around our little confetti, it says, join Makers Gonna Learn for 20% off, and I need to change that 700 to 800 because we are now topping off at over 800 cut files. But you're just going to press this link here and open that up, and I will just show you guys around this awesome site here. And this is the very special link here. Oh, you can only get that link in the description below or in the comments. It shows you all the member benefits that you get. It lays out all the yearly options and everything. But if you already know you want to be a yearly member and you've got to that link, guys, go over here and just press that blue button. It will give you guys the best offer. And I think our Cricut's mad at us, so let's go back over here for a second. Hit quit cutting for a minute. Let's see if it'll continue. There we go. See, I just made it mad. It's okay. It just had to think for a minute. But it's a great site if you know you just want to get the yearly membership, get the best bang for your buck. Go ahead and hit that blue button. And if you guys want to see our awesome new site, Joseph, if you can, go ahead and drop that third link in here and you guys can see this awesome page. This is our brand new sign up page for our new site that is launching super, super soon. And I will show you guys around it and I hope that you all enjoy it as much as we do. We've had a blast making this and I hope that you guys enjoy it too. So here it really is telling you all how much the yearly membership is our best value and I love that about it. I have made our Cricut mad again, so we got to switch and give it a minute.
While you're there, Sandra wants to know if you purchase a yearly membership from Canada, do you have to convert Canadian money into American money?
Yes, you do, but it is super, super easy. You actually do not have to worry about it because it is PayPal is how you pay us. You pay us through PayPal. So PayPal actually does all the work. It will move your money into USD for you. So it's nothing you have to do. It's not a single problem with you guys. So you do have to convert that, but it's nothing you have to worry about. And we do have a bunch of Canadian and UK friends with us that have the membership and they all love it too. So don't let that sway you because again, it is easy and nothing that you have to worry yourself with. So just for the sake of not wanting to make our Cricut mad again, I'm going to leave it on this page just until it's done cutting. And then I'm going to show you guys around that brand new page because I'm so excited about it. Go hit the link that Joseph just dropped in the comments if you want to see it for yourself. But I'm so excited about it, guys. It's gorgeous, and it actually will give members who are looking around a free cut file to try out and to see if they like. Now, Joseph, don't you like to try before you buy?
Of course, always.
Of course, always.
Why spend money without knowing what you're going to get? You know?
See, Joe knows.
Try it out.
Try it out.
Love it. Done.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah. And I really love that we offer that too. You know, free cut file. And guys, I got to tell you, the cut file is one of my all-time favorite cut files that we're giving you for free from the Makers Collection. Super pumped about it. I love that all you guys can try that out if you're not already a member, or maybe you're on the fence about it, because I like to try before I buy too. You know, who doesn't? And with this new site, we're really showing you guys a lot of awesome cut files and a lot of project inspiration before you even buy it, which I feel like we didn't do as well on the other page. So you can really get an idea of the projects you can make and the things that you can do with this membership on this new page, and I'm pumped for that. But we're almost done cutting. We're close.
Patricia says, is resin the same as I'll get it out.
Is resin the same as epoxy?
Yeah. And can it be used on tumblers?
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and say yeah. I think they're basically the same thing. Watch a nice gentleman who knows his way in and out of this stuff comment and say otherwise. And if so, I do apologize. But to my knowledge, resin and epoxy are like two different names for basically the same thing. I know that resin has like a part A and a part B, and you mix them together and pour it. I think epoxy, some epoxy are the same, or some is like a one-step wonder. It really just depends on which you buy, I think. But I've always used resin, and my favorite brand of resin, I'll actually go and get it right now. It's right here, and this is the same brand. It's just bigger, but Joe, if you'll switch this to the other camera and I can show them this brand. But this is the amazing Clear Cast, a 2-part clear coating and casting resin. It's high gloss, and again, the one we're using today is the same thing. It's just bigger. These bottles here are pretty small, so as you can see, these are a lot smaller than the ones we have, or the ones that we're using today. So that is the brand we like. I think that resin and epoxy are the same thing though. Great question. No, that is a really good question. But here is the new site. Our Cricut's done now, so we're not making it mad. But I love that you can see some of these designs here that you could not see in the other site. You get awesome testimonials. You can see some really cool YouTube videos. Again, the monthly, 6 monthly, and yearly options are laid out, noting that you do get the 3 months free. with the yearly option. New fonts available exclusively to yearly members. Here are some awesome project inspiration for you guys to really see what you can create when you get this membership. And what's included, our member-only benefits included at every level. I love that it lays all this out here with the new files, the exclusive Facebook group, and the project tutorials and things like that. And guys, our printable guide, people adore our printable guide. Now, we got ours bound and laminated, and any tier gets this printable guide. Guys, we have had people, and I'm guarantee we'll get at least one in this video today, that is wanting to outright buy this because it is like having expert crafters in your back pocket. It's 20 pages filled with awesome stuff you need with your die cutting machine. From terminology to lay out exactly what all of these kind of complicated words and phrases mean. It really defines them super, super well. We have a ton of terminology, a blade chart that tells you exactly what all your blades can cut, which is super handy whenever you're trying to, get craftier or maybe get out of the box that you're stuck in and you want to see what all your Cricut can do and what all your blades can do, so you can really craft as well as your machine will let you. And the blade charts are just awesome for that. And we've got every blade here that the Cricut and the Cricut Maker can have here. The cutting mats, which is awesome. Standard, light, fabric grip, and strong grip. It tells you what materials you can cut with which mat, which is super duper handy. We have a bunch of pages of easy press temperature charts, guys, for what you are ironing on, the type of iron-on you're using, and stuff like that. You all need this so, so bad. Me and Tanner are still in this every day, looking at and seeing where we can, or what to heat our easy press to. We have awesome cheat sheets for adhesive vinyl, iron-on, print and cut, things like that, that just preparation, printing and cutting application. I mean, it just lays out everything so that you can have a successful project. And then back here we have more terminology like what is a warm peel, how do you ungroup, what is ungroup, what exactly is a zip file, things like that, to really just make your crafting better and more precise and make you a better crafter, and that's what we're here to do. So all of our tiers do get that, which is amazing. If you sign up, you can download it now. You do get instant access to all of this, guys, whenever you do, or you get access to what your tier is, whether you are, a monthly, 6 monthly, or yearly. Yearly, of course, is the best value. We hold nothing back from our yearly members. They get every resource we possibly have to give. And our monthly and 6 monthly do get some perks here, but our yearly is just, it knocks it out of the park when we come to value and what you get. Here are the 3 free classes for year members, which is the Cricut Maker Design Space e-course, breaking down design space and how to build a business through your die cutting machine. You can see the value of all of these. And guys, all of these combined is more than what your Cricut membership, more than you paid for your membership itself, which is just insane. And here I love that it really breaks down what you get with each level, all the way from the die cutting library. I'll get it out.
Close enough.
Yeah,
you're like me on epoxy.
Yeah, epoxy library. It lays out everything from the digital cutting, die cutting library to fonts and the e-courses that you get, and you just really see everything clear and concise and laid out here, and I love that. And then right here, guys, is the awesome link that you can click to try before you buy. This is one of my favorite cut files ever. This is my laptop right now. I love my laptop. The Makers Collection is one of my favorites, so you do get that free cut file. All you have to do is give us your email and your name, and we do not sell your email. We are not that kind of company. So we just, we want to send you more freebies and more awesome stuff happening in the membership. So, Joe, what do we got going on? I was talking for quite some time. What's happening?
Nothing much. We have more people still tuning in, saying, hey.
Well, good.
Able to come live. So.
Good. I'm glad all you guys are able to get crafty this Monday morning. And me and Joe will be going live around the same time all throughout the week, around 11 to 11:30. So stay tuned for that. But now, guys, what we're going to do, I don't think I have a ton of excess vinyl here, but I'm going to get this awesome craft knife that I preach about all the time. And I am going to, if I can see it, cut around this so that we are not wasting any vinyl, because you guys know how precious vinyl is. Vinyl is super precious. It does not grow on trees. Does it, Joe?
Not at all.
No, it does not grow on trees.
Be nice if it would, though.
Well, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Nice.
It'd be a lot cheaper, too. And do not forget, guys, to keep pestering Joseph. because he is going to come on camera one day this week. And don't you let him forget it either, because I won't.
We'll see. We'll see.
You want to. You know it, Joe. You want to. We're just peeling this up. Look at all this. Great for the scrap bin. Throwing it right into the scrap bin. Gonna love that. Well, really, it's in the floor right now. Swear I'll go get it, though. Put that in the scrap bin. But we're also going to burnish down. This was one of my handy-dandy tips before you weed. Burnish it down, guys. Burnish it. Burnish it to death. It just helps a lot, especially because I didn't put it on more pressure. So you're going to want to burnish it. And Joe, if you want to switch to the other camera angle, these guys can watch me weed this, hopefully very easily. We will see. I hope it's easy to weed. Just keep burnishing, guys. When you feel like you've burnished enough, just burnish some more. So now that we've got that, we're going to take our favorite Cricut scraper tool. Woo! Our camera. Woo! And we're just going to start weeding. Fingers crossed that this goes well. Oh no, it's going terribly already. Should have done more pressure. At least I know now it is time for more pressure. Oh goodness.
It's never easy, is it?
It's never easy, no. Never
as simple as you make it out to be.
Exactly. Okay. Oh, such a big mat too to work with. And Tanner loves to cut some stuff off when he's done working with it. So that is what I'm going to do. I hope I'm not cutting off anything very important, you know, like that would totally be me cutting off something important. Okay, where'd my weeding tool go? I've lost it. Oh, I found it. Okay, here we go. But guys, let us know again in the comments, you know, what's going on with your crafty day, how you had, let us know if you had a good weekend. This is a very pretty color. I love weeding this color. Oh my goodness gracious. This is not wanting to, we're going to power through. We're going to power through
Slowly
this.
but surely.
Slowly but surely.
Determination.
Determination. Tanner has came back from so many projects that I was like, Tanner, I would have given up on that so long ago. And he just doesn't. He just doesn't give up on these types of projects that I totally would have given up on. And you guys are motivating. You all help us out a lot. Help us feel like we shouldn't give up on them. Even though some people may want to. Just slowly but surely. I really feel like I'm going to take off something important, so I'm just going really slow about it. And Joe, let me know if I ever get out of frame, because I'm super bad about that. I love getting out of frame.
Might not hurt to zoom out a little bit since this one's such a big project.
Sure. There we go. Good eye, Joe. I'll just... Oh, Lord, I'm taking something with me. This is important.
Got sidetracked.
Can't be taking that out. Oh, look, now it's time to cut. It's time to cut all this stuff off. Okay. See, guys, this is good. We're totally doing fine, guys. We're doing great.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any comments, any random comments that you want to shout out? Is there any first-timers watching, guys? Let us know if you have never tuned into a live stream or one of our live streams before. Joseph would love to shout you out.
Oh, yeah. Today is Kathy's birthday, so there's that.
Kathy, happy birthday. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. I cannot believe you chose to take time out of your amazing birthday to get crafty with us. What is happening down here? Oh my gosh, Joe.
What'd you do?
It didn't finish cutting.
Didn't cut all of it. You made it mad.
Did I make it that mad?
You made it mad.
Oh my goodness. Let me see if the people can see this. I am blown away. I'm going to have to recut this. This is awful. Okay, let me see if they can see this. I'm going to zoom in. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you can... Wow, that's really zoomed in. But it didn't cut. I don't think it'll show. It like didn't cut half of their letters here. It like just didn't cut it. That's so sad. Oh no. Okay, so like what in the world? So oh wow. It just didn't even cut. Okay. So really all I have to cut out is the word kind, which I mean is a lot easier to do than the whole thing. So let me show you what we're going to do for that. We're gonna do a little magic here. Oh, I don't want to show you all the password. That's that's rough. We can't be doing that here. I think I did that though. No joke, guys. I'm pretty sure that I did that on a video for you all. I just could just enter in this password like as clear as this screen right here. God love his heart. So here's what we're gonna do. If that ever happens to you guys, which no one's perfect. I clearly should not have spent that time on another page, so I will know that for next time. But do not touch how you sized it. Leave it exactly how it is. All we're going to do is go over here to actions and we're going to hide contour. And since everything is fine except for the word kind, we're just going to contour everything out except for that word. So that way we don't have to waste any more vinyl than we, oh goodness gracious, any more vinyl than we have to. And we're just gonna try and just keep trucking with that little kind. And we're gonna try and look at the finished one, and we're gonna place it as close as we can to where it should have been. So right here now we see all we have is the word kind, because always stay humble and, well, good. Always stay humble and kind. We will get there. So let me get that awesome. Oh, let me go grab the vinyl. That would be a good thing to grab too. Good thing we have plenty of this. But this is a pretty color though. And let's see how big it's wanting to make it for us, guys. So it looks like it's going to be about 4 by 7 is what we need. So I'm going to take this guy here. And this is the other side of our mat. This right here is where we were weeding. Here's the complete other side of our mat. So I'm just going to take this and lay it right here. That looks great. Oh gosh, it's never a dull day here, guys. It's never boring. That is for sure, never boring. And now since it is the bottom of my mat, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm gonna eyeball where the 4-inch mark is here. Goodness, guys, this is how it goes. But that's okay, because at least we fixed it. We were able to fix it. Okay. So now I'm just gonna go through here and press continue, and I'm gonna cut it on the same setting. And I'm going to be sure not to turn my iPad on a different screen. It didn't cut the bottom half of the last word. It was super, super odd. So we're just going to cut it. Default pressure again, just like we did. I'm just going to load in the back of the mat. We could have been weeding this while this was cutting, but you know what? It's not going to take very long to cut. And, ooh, fast mode would be good, wouldn't it? Fast mode. And you know what, guys? I should blame fast mode. I should blame that it's because we turned it on fast mode. Could I do that, Joe? Would you blame me?
One of you said hers does it too when she puts it on fast mode. So.
Really?
Yep, so there you go.
See, guys? Tanner loves fast mode, but I do not. And I think that after this, don't know why I turned it on this time, that I'm not using fast mode no more. It is just not worth it. This stuff is not cheap. You know, not cheap. I can't be wasting stuff. And I'm actually going to go head over to our scrap bin of our transfer tape and see if I can find one big enough to fit that one word to where we can position it correctly. So I'm going to go see if we have a good piece for that, which I think we do. This one, oh, this one's not going to fit. I'm going to have to cut one. That's okay though. It's fine. This is good. It's almost done. It's looking like it's finally cutting the bottom of it, which is great. It says action complete. I'm going to unload it. Looks like a full word to me, which is great. That's what we want to see. So, okay, Joe, let's switch it back to that other camera.
I've got a few questions if you want to answer some questions.
I'm ready.
If you're ready for some questions, that's a good time.
Let's do it. It's a great time.
Belinda says she said she loves that when you do make a mistake, that you show us how to recover from them.
Oh, great. Yeah, I'm so glad. Yeah. So glad. I have done that several times. And, guys, you guys are going to think I'm an absolute nutcase. So this one time, we were making a project. It was actually on a live stream. And Tanner accidentally, of course, no one's perfect here. Tanner accidentally chopped off the end, just the bottom half of a G, a pretty cursive G. And it was kind of pretty noticeable. So after the live was over, we always love to take beautiful pictures of the projects we make. I really wanted to finish that off. So I went into Design Space, guys, and used that slice method that Tanner showed us. and I sliced out everything but the lower half of the G, just cut it and was able to place it in vinyl right where it was and you couldn't even tell. So really it's just about getting creative in design space to fix what you may have made a little mistake on or a little boo-boo, because it'd be a shame if you all thought you had to throw everything away for a little mistake like that. But Joe, what are the other questions? Keep them coming.
Candace says, is the membership good for the Explorer Air 2? Because I'm new and I have my Explorer Air 2 coming in the mail, trying to get some education.
And that's, what's her name?
Candace.
Candace. Oh my gosh, Candace. Yes, it's amazing for beginners especially with the Cricut printable guide. It is 100% designed for beginner success, and especially for beginners. But if you are an experienced crafter like me and Tanner are, we still use this every day for some terminology, and for the heat press settings, definitely. And the cheat sheets are amazing for print the cut, iron on, and vinyl. So yes, Candace, you will love the membership. It's 100% compatible with your Explorer Air 2. The only thing you won't be able to do with that is maybe we might have 10 cut files in the whole library of over 800 that maybe are used, that you can use with your Cricut knife blade. But you obviously can, make that to where you can use it with your Cricut. But you will absolutely love the membership. If you would love to use fonts and you want a free commercial license, Candace, get that yearly membership, because that way you will get not only the fonts and the free commercial license, but 3 e-courses that teach you all about your Cricut and design space and how to build a business with your die cutting machine, which means along with that e-course, you could actually sell the projects you make with that free commercial license that you get with the yearly membership. So you could take this right here, put it on Facebook yard sale and sell it for $40 and make profit from it. So that is amazing. You will absolutely love the membership, Candace. It's great for beginners. Joe, anything else?
Barbara says she cannot find fast mode. Do you care to show her where it's at?
Okay, I actually cannot show you right now. You have to be going through a project, but in Design Space, it will be right after you select your material and right after you load in your mat. So you have to have your mat loaded, and then it will pop up step 3. It'll pop up there, and that is when you should just go ahead and press that flashing Cricut button. But right after you load in your mat, if you will turn your attention to your device, you will see that it has popped up a little fast mode that you are able to click if you'd like. But after today, I'm honestly don't know if I will ever use fast mode again, because I am pissed. But hey, I can't blame the Cricut or myself, or it could just be user error. Sometimes it is user error. But fast mode is great for certain projects. Definitely, it definitely has its moments. But yeah, so it's right before you press your flashing Cricut button, right after you load in your map. Sorry, Joe.
You're good. Taryn just popped in. He just missed the fast mode filling on you.
He did what? He did.
He just missed
Tanner,
it. He just missed it.
You've missed it. Fast mode failed us yet again. I'm telling you. I don't think it was me. It was fast mode, and it probably wasn't fast mode, because for real, Tanner, I was on the iPad and I flipped to a different tab. I was showing them the awesome new dashboard, or not dashboard, the awesome new sign up page for the site, for the new site launching, and the Cricut kept getting mad at me. So I kept having to go over to the other page. But anyways, it just didn't even cut a whole word for us. So we had to cut that. But it's okay, because I taught them how to fix it if they ever do it. So at least we're telling them how to fix their issues if they have any. So that's good.
More tips and tricks, if you ask me.
More tips and
there you go.
It's like we're just pouring extra into you guys today because of our little crafty fails. But anyways, this is about 4 inches high, so I'm just going to eyeball. Probably shouldn't be eyeballing at this point, especially because transfer tape does not grow on trees. But here I go, probably making yet another mistake today. Eyeballing this. And let's see. Oop, looks like I didn't make that big of a mistake today. Now I'm just going to cut this off where it'll fit good. This goes back into our transfer paper bin, okay? This is a great piece for a ton of projects. I'm going to throw it on the floor with the other one. I'll pick those up later. Promise.
Tanner said Fast Mode is having a week off while he's not here.
Fast Mode's having a week off. Listen, guys, I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing it. It was probably, I don't know what I could blame on it. I'm going to blame Fast Mode, though. I'm going to blame Fast Mode, if I could talk today. So I'm going to taco it. Joe, if you want to get in on this action, I can get in on this action. So we're going to taco our transfer tape. We love tacoing this. And I'm sure that Tanner would have some kind of really super smart answer, or he's probably wondering why I'm doing this one separately. And I probably should just do them. Probably should like put this big one on the tray and then put this one on the tray. But for real, guys, this is just the first thing that my mom told me to do, so I'm totally just going to do it. I'm literally going to use this transfer tape just to put this where it should have went, and then use another piece of transfer paper to put it in the tray. So you might be thinking like, Rachel, that's pretty backwards, but hey, you know. Oh, now looky there. Okie dokie. We can work with this. Just going to peel this up from our mat. Ugh, strong mat. And we're going to place it here where it should go. Now, this is probably a good tip too. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to go to the canvas and I'm going to press this undo button like a billion times. Here we go. Okay, now we see where it's supposed to be. So I'm just going to blow this up a little. So the K is like tucked under here. So that's a great little thing to see. So we're just going to tuck that K under here. Oh my heavens. Tuck that K and let's see. So that does. Okay. Let me see. Let's see this. It looks good. Looky there, Joe. How we feeling?
Looks good to me.
So that's tucked there. That's tucked there. Okay, guys. We're rocking and rolling. Sweet. Okay, awesome. So I want to get my scraper tool. It's probably hidden under this huge mat. It is. Just going to put that there and then take a little corner here. Oh my goodness, that's not working, is it? Take a little corner here. Give this a little more love, clearly. A little more burnishing love. Just going to peel this up. Come on now. Come on now.
Belinda said, Rachel, you're going to make me laugh out loud today. Thanks, I needed this.
Belinda, you're welcome. Oh my heavens. Look what I've done. Oh my gosh. We're going to roll with it, guys. We're rolling with it. We've still got this awesome resin trick to show you all, which I'm super excited about. Joseph's like, Rachel, why are you playing with fire today? Why is there a lighter on the table? Mind your own business, Joseph. No, I'm joking. We got this. We got this. This is probably way harder than it needs to be. Tanner's probably like shaking his head right now by the pool, like, Rachel, what are you doing? This is not the easiest way to do this. Sorry, Tanner. It's where my mind goes. But for real though, guys, I do love it when, because some people like make these projects and then Tanner will make them during the live, and sometimes he makes them and I make them and Courtney makes them. I mean, it's all hands on deck with these live projects. And I love seeing like the difference between how I made it, you know, the finished project, and then how Tanner gets to the finished project, because it's just amazing to see how we're different, like creative, or just creativity is different, I guess I should say. And it's really cool to see how Tanner, with like almost 10 years of Cricut experience, makes a project versus me, like that just started when I started working here using a Cricut. So it's just awesome to see that, and the differences between like the way we work and how we use the skills that we have, because I'm sure he has a lot of tips to make this a lot easier on maybe some newbies, whereas I might confuse some people with some things that I do. But you know, that's okay. It's just, we're all crafters here. We're all different. And I really like that we can show that here, because that's always a cool thing to see. But we're just getting closer and closer, guys, to getting this thing done. And then we can finish weeding inside our little letters here, and then add a large piece of transfer tape and then be done.
Everyone's saying just put the bigger piece of transfer tape over all of that and then lay it on there.
Well, I would have to do this either way, and it would just be like 2 pieces of transfer tape. I did think of that, guys. I just thought I'd be making more work on myself when it was in here, and I don't really want to do that, because in here is when it will be harder to pull up anyways. And you guys might be thinking, are you going to put alcohol on that? And if you guys could feel it right now, you'd be like, well, maybe it doesn't need alcohol, maybe it does. And in those cases, usually I just go ahead and put alcohol on it, you know, better safe than sorry in that sense of the way. So yes, I'm going to put alcohol on it and try and get that to be as sticky as I can for our transfer tape. So, oh gosh. So I'm just going to weed in here. Oh my gosh, look what I've done to my weeding tool. Look, can you guys see what I've done to my weeding tool? Joseph, is Tanner texting you making fun of me? Because I think that's mean.
He's not making fun.
He better not be making fun of me, Tanner. Things happen, Tanner. Things happen.
He just wants us to know how great his membership is.
How what?
Awesome his membership is.
Oh, yes. Again, guys, 20% off today, tomorrow, the next day. For a while Tanner's gone. Membership is 20% off. I've showed you guys that awesome page of that you can go there, Joseph, if you want to go ahead and pop the 20% off link again in the description, as well as the link to the new site that they can check out. Go do that, guys. Again, if you want to join, you guys can join. If you want to upgrade, you guys can upgrade. If you are a monthly or 6 monthly, go ahead and take advantage of that. You do get grandfathered into that 20% off sale there. So even through the years, as the price may change or switch or may not change or whatever, maybe there's not a 20% off sale when you switch, you know, when your year renews, but you do get grandfathered in on about 20% off, which is great. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit here. We're going to get a big piece of transfer tape to fit this whole guy here.
Tanya said she appreciates your determination.
Oh, thank you, Tanya. I can't let you guys down. I can't do it. You know, I got to be here for you all. I gotta power through. I would have given up on this thing like 20 minutes ago, but I can't do that with you all. I gotta power through. That's why I'm powering through. This is super sticky now. Oh, Joseph, is there anything you want to say? Take it away for a minute. I'm in a tizzy over here.
I don't know what you want me to say. Hey, we're getting through this though. You know, that's all that matters.
You know what? We're close. We're really close. We're about to start getting it onto our tray eventually. I don't know how long it's already been, but I don't want to ask Joseph because I'm scared that we've spent 45 minutes cutting this and weeding it. But hey, that's not what it's about.
Only 47, but it's okay.
That's not what it's about, okay? That's not what it's about.
Only 47, we're doing good.
It's about the finished project and how we got there.
We're doing good.
So, we're doing good. That's what Joseph says.
As long as it looks straight in the end, that's all that matters.
You know what? That's true. That's true. So I'm just going to peel off this transfer tape. I'm going to taco it as best as I can. Taco that baby. And lay it in the middle. Okay, sweet. Take our burnishing tool. Burnish the living crap out of it, guys. When you think you're done burnishing, burnish some more. Good tip. Keep burnishing, guys. Joseph, is anyone saying anything?
Judy says, Rachel, take a deep breath. You're doing great.
Oh, thank you. A lot going on. We got this though, guys. So also what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim the transfer tape as close to the letters as I possibly can. And what this is going to help me do is, since this tray, of course, has some ridges and things like that, I really want to get, I don't want any transfer tape in our way or anything like that. So I'm going to do my best to get that right in the middle there. So it just helps to kind of peel that up a little bit. So we're going to very carefully peel this up off of our mat before we lay it down on the table and burnish it from the back. It's a great, this is a great project to burnish on the back, definitely, because you want this to stick. And then we're going to clean off our tray. Now, it probably doesn't need to be like cleaned, of course. We're just going to wipe it down with a little bit of alcohol like you see us do often on live streams, just so it might stick a little better. And if you felt of it, you might not think it needs it, but just to get maybe some dust or dirt that we can wipe out, we're just going to go ahead and do that. So, scoot this over, and here's our tray, and it's not very dusty or anything like that. So we're going to take our little bottle here that we have our alcohol in that you all adore. And we're going to give it a few pumps, wipe it in here. I'll show you guys here. I'm just wiping it around in the crevices. And it dries fairly quickly as it is, alcohol. So we're just going to let that dry. And, okay, so guys, the membership, 20% off. Joseph, switch me camera angles, and while this dries, I'm going to show you all how you can become a member for 20% off. So here is a little iPad. Let me get y'all in here. Great. So you're over here on the YouTube. You're watching on the YouTube. Oh, good grief. On YouTube, you're watching, and we're here. If you want to get the membership for 20% off, or you want to upgrade, whichever one you'd like to do, we just press this little arrow here and open up that description. And you can click that link, the first link down below in the description. 33%. I need to plug this thing up after we're done, Joe. And you can come here and pick your tier. Again, yearly members get the best benefit. We hold nothing back from yearly members. They get our fonts, they get the free commercial license, they get awesome e-courses, and great stuff like that. So if you want that, you already know you want to get your membership, you can either press this button or you can press either of these buttons, off any three of those. So let's just press this button and it will take you over to where, whoa, goodness gracious.
Okay.
It will take you over, yeah. It will take you over here to where you can pay. You can pay with a PayPal account, and we do love PayPal. It is super secure. And for our friends from Canada or the UK wondering, you can absolutely go over here and PayPal will transfer your money into US dollars easily. Or if you have a credit or debit card, you can go over here and subscribe and open that up and go ahead and pay. And once you do, you will be taken to your digital dashboard after you get an email, and it is instant access, guys, so you do get instant access. So this will be what your digital dashboard will look like for now. We do have a new site launching soon, but for now, this is what it looks like. You can see all of the cut files here, all the fonts, the Fall Virtual Summit stuff right here, and these are all the awesome e-courses you get if you are a yearly member. You get the collections PDF where you can view all the collections without having to download them all. Same with the fonts right here. Right here is our awesome printable guide that we talk about that you guys are going to enjoy so much. It's like me and Tanner in your back pocket, he likes to say. 20 full pages of awesome stuff here. So you can get that. We have another awesome guide here, and then which vinyl should you use guide, and then you also get the link to the exclusive Facebook group where you answer 3 little questions, and then you get joined into that, and you can get access to all of that crafty fun. So our tray has now dried. It's dried pretty well. So I'm going to widen this out here so you guys can see the whole thing. So here is our weeded design here. So we're just going to take a corner, peel it up, and it's peeling well. Good thing it's not on that angle there, Joe.
Good timing.
Yeah, good timing. Our other camera clocks out at like 30 minutes, and it just like goes black. I know when we first started with this new setup, it's happened quite a few times, and it's good that we were on this camera when it timed out. There we go. That came off beautifully. So here it is, guys. We're just gonna take our time, really position this exactly where we want it. Let me see here. Okay.
Belinda wants to know where you got that awesome pump dispenser for your alcohol at.
The pump for the alcohol? It's from the dollar store. Is that Linda, did you say?
Belinda.
Belinda. It's from the Dollar Tree. You can get this. It has a bunch of different colors. It's actually for a nail polish remover, and it's a super handy little thing. We were just there one day gathering some awesome stuff for a video that we were doing, and we saw it, and I was like, this would be insane for alcohol. It would really help a lot. So this looks pretty in the middle to me, if I hold it. Good spacing here and here, good spacing here. I think we're pretty darn good to go. So I'm going to take our burnishing tool. I'm going to burnish the heck out of it. Like I like to tell you all, just burnish. And of course with the membership, we get a lot of questions on the difference between Cricut Access and this membership. Now, of course you can have both. You know, they're both great, but if you really want to know the difference, it's that, you know, we don't just give you all cut files, we give you all training videos and awesome e-courses and the commercial license, and we give you all some fonts and the Facebook group to be able to, you know, just have a wonderful community. We just really, really want you guys to be successful, and we want to set you all up for success. So we have given you all the cut files and a ton of trainings and all kinds of stuff like that. And you know, we come on here live every day and we get crafty with you all. We just really enjoy the community of it all. And mine and Tanner's mission here is to get you all to craft. You know, we want you all to say, okay, I'm going to spend some time doing some things for me, and I'm going to craft. You know, I'm going to take some time. I'm going to have some me time. And we know that if you have purchased a die cutting machine, that is an investment, you know, and it's not a small investment. And we want to invest in you guys because you guys have invested in your die cutting machine. So we give you all the tips, all the tricks that we can for you all to be successful with your die cutting machine. So, you know, if you just are thinking about joining, go click that link down below in the description for that 20% off. Go join, and you guys will absolutely love it. Again, your members do get everything we have to offer. We don't hold anything back from our yearly members. So go get that membership if you guys would like to, if you feel so inclined. But this is going great, guys. You know, burnishing the heck out of it, quote unquote, really does help. So that's just what we're doing today. And I see a little bitty spot where we did not weed right in here. And good thing this is vinyl, and vinyl is super forgiving. So gonna use their little tool to get that out. Joe, do we have any questions, any comments, anything like that?
Not really. We're all envying Tanner for getting his iced coffee from Starbucks, enjoying the ATO conference. Oh,
good for you, Tanner. Okay, I'm going to get this little Cricut tool here and weed this little, oh, not this Cricut tool. That Cricut tool's busted. I'm going to get this other Cricut tool here.
We have had a few more members join in. Would you like, what kind of vinyl are you using? What color?
What kind of vinyl I'm using? What color? All great questions. Let me get it for you. So this is Cricut vinyl. It is everyday vinyl. It's just normal vinyl. It's not any kind of special type. And this, the name of the color is Pebble. So let me get up here and see if that, Joe, is that?
There you go.
Is that, okay, great. Pebble, as you can see here. And pretty color. We have a bunch of rolls of this, so we love this color here. So that's what we're using today. Is Pebble. We gotta love Pebble. So now that this is on here, we have to move on to our resin. And the resin is a very fun part. I love using resin. So all you're gonna need for resin is you're gonna need your resin. And again, we love this amazing brand. So we have a part A and a part B, and then you're also gonna need a lighter. You're going to need 2 solo cups or 2 plastic cups, disposable cups, whatever, as long as it's disposable. And 2 little wooden sticks is what I like to use to mix it. So we're going to eyeball these for sure. And I'm not going to open this cap. It's kind of weird. I'm just going to open the big cap. And I'm going to pour it into my cup here. I'm going to eyeball it pretty much. And they have to be perfectly even. That's one thing to note. They have to be even. You don't want one, you don't want more of one than the other. So, okay, that looks good. That looks good. I'm going to stop when I can. And I love working with resin. It's not hard to work with resin, and you can get it at your local craft store or anything like that. That is not enough. I have just picked it up and definitively decided. So I'm just going to put more in here. And I forget where we've gotten these big ones, but you can get these smaller ones at the craft store. I think you can find these big ones sometimes too. These are great as well, especially if you're using a lot of it. And it does stay good after you open it, just not after you mix it. After you mix part A and your part B, then it's like drying, you know. So you're gonna have to waste that if you've mixed it and you have some excess that you can't really use, which is sad. So I'm just gonna be very careful into.
Where did we buy that at?
Again, craft store. You know, I think we bought the smaller ones at Hobby Lobby. I don't think we can find these huge ones at Hobby Lobby. I'm not really sure where we got these big ones, but if you're just starting out or you just want to make like a project just like this, just go ahead and get you the small ones. They're not cheap, again, like I said, but for the results you get, they're totally worth it. So I'm just going to put these caps on. Make sure you tie tighten these caps here. You know, you don't want any of this going bad on you. And then, so the key here is to mix these, like mix. So you're going to want to mix these separately for a good long while. I would say at least a minute separately and then 3 minutes together. So doing this, it's pretty easy. I don't have any complaints. I really like working with resin. So just mix these up. And I did eyeball these, but thank goodness there are like lines in these little cups. So I did do it to like the top of one of the little lines here. So it's easier for me to see. So once we mix this one up and we mix our other one up, when we join them together, I'm actually going to join in the side B with the side A. Now, I don't know why, but with all of these clear castings, one of the sides is always super thick. So for this one, it is side A that's thick. And as you can see, it's just like, well, you can't really see it, but whatever. It's just super thick, and side A is basically like liquid. So we're going to join side A with side B. It's just like the easier thing to do. It's easier to like pour a pretty liquidy thing into into that one than to pour something that's like super thick into this one. So that's just what I'm going to do. Just going to mix these up for about a minute, and you all are going to see some air bubbles come into these, and that is okay. We are going to have a nifty little trick after this to show you guys how to get the air bubbles out, which is super fun. So don't fret those little air bubbles. They will come out and you will end up with a beautiful, glossy, clear resin, just like we showed you on our finished one. So, Joe, do we have anything?
Do you care to show them what brand and what we got again?
What we got again? Yeah,
just sure. So we're clear on what we're using here?
Sure. So here it is. It is the Amazing brand, and it is a 2-part clear casting and coating. And I'll just show you guys the serial number. I know you guys like to look at serial numbers if you wanted to screenshot that and, kind of put that into Michael's or Hobby Lobby. We did get this at Hobby Lobby. As you can see, it was $17.99, but you're able to make a lot. A little goes a long way with this resin. So that is a good thing. A little goes a long way, so you don't have to worry about wasting much if you measure it out correctly. So we're just mixing, and I'm going to go ahead and put these together. So I'm just going to pour this side into this side. I'm going to scrape the sides to try and get all I can, because again, you really want these to have equal parts. That's looking pretty good. Looking good. But guys, again, membership is 20% off while Tanner's gone. So go get that if you would like. I'm going to grab some paper towels here and clean up my mess along the way. And now that they're poured together, guys, we're going to spend about 3 full minutes around about there until it's all homogeneous and it's all, mixed in well together. So just go at it, and it's really important to use things that you can throw away, because you really cannot rinse any of this out. So, use a plastic cup, use this jumbo popsicle stick. Goodness knows if you are a well-rounded crafter, you've got these just taking up a bunch of space in your craft room. So just use these, and we're just mixing away. But
what exactly is resin? Is it like a high gloss, or how would you describe it?
Yeah, it's just like a high gloss, and so you put the parts together, and really the parts alone, of course, doesn't do anything. But once you put the parts together, it quote unquote activates it. So it's just going to be a very hard, thick, clear coat that you can put over top of really whatever you wanted. I've seen some awesome people do they've got like a thrifted tabletop and put a bunch of pennies on it. I don't know if you've seen that, Joe. They put a bunch of little pennies on a tabletop, and they've just poured a bunch of mixed resin or epoxy over it, and it just dries really clear and really pretty, and it's really durable afterwards. This stuff, I know that if you do it on cups, it can be ran through the dishwasher and things like that. It's pretty good stuff once you're done with it. But as you can see here in the finished one, it's just like a thick, you can hear it. It's just like a thick resin that went over here. Not a ton of it. We didn't use a lot for this, and you can use as much as you want to, depending on how thick you want it. And we have done some pretty cool projects with it over on one of our blog websites, A Little Craft in Your Day. We did an awesome, or Courtney, I'm not going to take the credit, Courtney did it, but she made a really fun confetti tray for New Year's Eve, where she like had a tray and she put a bunch of like those big confetti pieces in it, and then she poured resin in it, and it turned out gorgeous. It was beautiful, and I just really like resin. You can really do a lot with it. So I'm done mixing. I'm going to scoot us in a bit here so that you guys can see what's going on. So I'm just going to mix for a few more seconds, and then I'm going to scrape off my little jumbo craft stick here, toss that, and I'm just going to pour it. Now it doesn't, you can always move it around when you're done, but I'm just going to like pour it around here. Just pouring it right like this. Why on earth would I throw away my craft stick? I needed to scrape this. Lovely job, Rachel. You're so smart. I'm going to go get that craft stick I just threw away. Got it. So now we're just going to scrape this because you don't want to waste any. Pour it all in here. And then now you might be thinking, I did not use enough. What's wrong here? So what you're going to do is you're going to pick up your tray and you're just going to tilt it. You're going to tilt it all around here, and then you're going to see that you do have plenty. So you're just going to tilt it in all these little nooks and crannies here. And once it like hits the bottom, you're just going to stop and you're going to move it around. And once it finally gets to the spots you want it, just continue to move it. You know, you can even use your popsicle stick to kind of get it in the spots that hasn't been hit yet. Just moving it around. You can see it just kind of falling down to the corner over here. Once it touches the corner, we're just going to turn it, you know, get all up in there. But it's looking good. It's looking good. And we're just wanting a very thin coat for this resin. We don't want to use too much. So we're just going with it. It's looking great though. Resin's fun to work with though. It really is fun to work with. You can see it moving down.
Karen wants to know if she has to have the maker in order to make the membership worth it.
No, you do not. No, we get questions like that a lot, and it is most definitely not just for the maker. We have so many wonderful people that do have the membership that are with, you know, Brother Scan and Cut or Silhouette Cameo and things that do not have the adaptive tool system that the maker has. So really, guys, you know, no matter what machine you have, you really can make it worth your while. You know, with the Explore Air, is that what she has? The Explore Air, is that what she said? She
didn't say, I'm not sure.
Oh, well, no, but you do not have to have the maker to make the membership worth it. The membership is an awesome die cutting membership for all kinds of die cutting machines. Not one in particular is better than another one or gets more value than another one. Of course, as you can see that we do have some things specially curated for a Cricut here, and that's just because that's what we use the most. But this whole guide here is would not be worthless if you had a different machine. There is a lot of awesome resources in here for other die cutting machines other than a Cricut, and our cutting files and everything like that is compatible with any machine that can handle SVGs or PNGs. So I mean, all the newer machines can totally handle this easy peasy. But now that we have poured our resin, guys, I know you're seeing all these little bubbles here, and let me zoom in so you can see them clear. So here's what this one looks like right now, and then here is our finished one. So here's our finished one, and then that one's the one that we're working on now. You can see it's a little cloudy and a little less clear. So the trick here, guys, is a lighter. So just any household lighter. Of course, I do have to be honest here. Ones that you can turn on and leave on would be super great, like those cooking torches that you use to make creme brulee and things like that. Those would be awesome because you don't have to like hold them on all the time. But if you don't have, like if you're not a chef, why would you have one of those? So this works just as good. So you're just going to turn your lighter on here, and it is kind of blowtorchy, and you're just going to literally just like light up the top layer here. Of course, don't touch your lighter to it, but you're just going to light up the top layer here, and you will see that it's removing these little bubbles. I wish that I could get in closer and let it be a little more satisfying for you guys. And I don't know if you're picking it up, Joe. Make sure you let me know if you're picking it up at all. But it just like pops all those little bubbles and makes it super, super clear. So that way, you know, once it dries and everything, it'll be completely flawless and you will be ready to rock and roll with your new tray. Now this does need a lot of time to set. So what I would highly recommend doing is when you're already like going to get all of your supplies to make this, go ahead and get one of those like 50-cent sheets of poster board, and set a piece of poster board over this in a cool, dry place while it dries, just so like no dust can get on it or anything like that, because we don't want anything messing up our awesome project here. So I'm just going through here.
Patricia wants to know if a heat gun will also work with this.
So a heat gun will work. It'll take a little more time. Really what happens is the flame just kind of like shocks it and it pops all those bubbles. So a heat gun would work, but I would be a little bit more scared of burning my resin with a heat gun. Whereas, you know, with this, you really only have to leave it on there for, you know, like 1 second and then move it all around to make sure you're getting everything. Whereas, you know, with a heat gun, you would have to have that concentrated heat there for an extended amount of time in order to do this same thing. So, I mean, a heat gun would work. Test it out and see how you like it. But, you know, I would say everyone has a little household lighter handy. But that is a good idea, though. A heat gun probably would work just fine. But
Midge wants to know how long you let it dry for.
24 hours. I would give it a good 24 hours. And it depends on how much resin you use as well. But we did not use very much resin for this project. So we're just going to let this dry for about 24 hours. Again, we're going to get a piece of poster board and lay it on top just so no dust or anything gets in here and gets stuck. And then it'll dry beautifully and you won't even have to worry about it. So that's good. This thing will not go out. Okay, I got it. We're good. No fires here today, I promise.
Kathy wants to know if this is food safe once it dries.
It is food safe. Now, oh man, alive. The definition of food safe. Wonder what that is. Could you eat off of it? Does it count if I say I would? Because I would eat off of it.
That counts enough for me.
Does it?
I mean,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I would eat off of it when it's done. I mean, once it's dry, guys, it's just like a very hard, durable, like layer. Like just you could put a Clorox wipe on this, stuff could spill on this, you could wipe it up. I mean, people use this on their floors. So like, yeah, I would say this is food safe, you know, by many definitions. But yeah, it's food safe. I would say. I would eat off of it, at least. So, do you have any other questions though, Joe?
I don't believe so for now.
No questions? Do you want to switch camera angles?
Probably need to.
Probably. It's okay
Probably
though.
need to.
But so once you have it in here and you have had your awesome lighter, guys, and you pop all those little bubbles. Now, guys, oh, it's so satisfying to pop all those little bubbles. I love it. Once you're done, again, put some poster board over it. Put it in a cool, dry place where your kiddos won't get in the way of it or anything like that, because it really does need to just kind of chill out and dry. You don't want anything falling in it, any hairs or little dust particles or anything like that, because you will be able to see it. But the finished product, guys, is gorgeous. It's a really thick material. I think it ended up great. And you don't really use a ton of polyurethane. You really don't use a ton of resin, but you can if you want to. So this is one of those projects where you can just, you can make however much of it you want. So you could have a really thick layer, a really thin layer, whatever you'd like to do. But guys, again, the membership is 20% off. We have an awesome little sign-up page. If you want to upgrade from a monthly to or a 6 monthly up to a yearly, just go ahead and email us at the Contact Us page on the website if you're a member, or at hi@makersgonnalearn.com. For any and all customer service questions, you can also email us there too. Our customer service team is working 7 days a week, which is amazing. So you will get your questions answered in a very timely manner. But if there's no more questions, Joe, anything else?
I don't believe so.
Well, if there's no more questions, guys, I hope that you all enjoyed this project. I love the way it turned out. Go get your membership for 20% off. You guys will absolutely love it. It is so amazing, and I know that a die cutting machine is an investment, and if you pour into us for a year, then we will pour back into you and not hold anything back to our yearly members. So go get that membership, guys, 20% off. But anyways, guys, I hope you have an amazing Monday. We're going to be back tomorrow with a really fun craft having to do with our Disney collection. I'm super excited. So stay tuned for that, guys. Me and Joe will be back tomorrow at 11, around 11:30, and we will see you then, guys. But you guys have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Bye, guys.